Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cultic. Cultic is a old-style retro FPS game with some really, well, atmospheric and really cool-looking graphics, which is kind of what drew me into the game, along with the really cool Doom Quake-style gameplay that comes along with that. But let's check this game out. We're going to start new, we're going to start fresh. This is a blind first look at. I've taken a look at the options a little bit. There are a few pretty neat gamepad options, which not many games get nowadays. Some accessibility options, controls are fairly simplistic. Video options here. There is an FOV slider. I've put it to 100 right now. I think that's sort of a happy medium for YouTube and for me personally, but it does go all the way up to 120, which is nice. Music and sound volume, and a couple of gameplay options. That's about it. There is a survival mode in, I guess, these three maps on varying difficulties, and of course the campaign. Now, Cultic is not a fully released game yet. This is just the first chapter, but more on that in just a second. So, like I said, this is just the first chapter. There will be more later down the line, but for now, this is your sort of, I guess, first quarry into the world of Cultic. This is in many ways a spiritual successor to Blood, which is a game that came out about 25 years ago, I believe, and yes, I am fully and well aware that most of my audience, if not all of it, wasn't even alive 25 years ago. Hell, I was barely alive back then. But yes, games like these have, I think, semi-recently been dubbed the boomer shooters, and it's pretty darn obvious why, right? But you'll see it both in terms of the enemies, in terms of the weapons, in terms of everything. It really does remind me quite a lot of Blood, but we'll get into it. Before we do, I do want to tell you that there is a demo for this game out on Steam available. If you think you might like it, download the demo, try it. The game itself is €10 or $10, or your regional equivalent. Prices may vary according to region. It's rated pretty positively. It is developed by JASO's Games? I'm really not sure how to pronounce it. And it is published by 3D Realms. Alright, let's get into it. I'm going to start off on hard because I'm not... usually I play these games on like either the second hardest or the hardest difficulty, but I'm going to be talking a lot and I'm going to be looking around the world and not really paying attention all that much to dodging and playing, so let's start with hard. And we're off to the races, here we go. And I believe in those short 30 seconds or so, you sort of get the atmosphere and graphic style, and generally the style of the presentation and the art style that the game is going for. So it's also one of those games that doesn't allow you to press any button to continue. It forces you to press enter. Usually that's a It's either two things. One, it's either overly scripted, or two, it's really well designed, and the person that made it was paying attention to everything. So, here's the thing. You have a weapon wheel, which does function like a wheel. It's not a mouse, so like it's very limited to where you can move it. Let's take out the hatchet. It says poor bastard. Usually games like these are kind of played in a speed-runny sort of way. And by that I mean usually people just run through the level holding shift or turn on always run and just blast through the level. I would like to, you know, given that this is the first impressions that I haven't played it before, I would like to maybe slow down a little bit and play it my way. So, once again, holding C when you land from a long fall allows you to roll and fall, neglecting some fall damage. So some, not all, but some. Okay. Open the door. Hello. Right, well, I got him. See, I've turned down the music volume. I guess I'm gonna up the SFX volume. It's a little bit quiet, though. Ah, so we've picked up a Mauser pistol, okay. Now, though, I'm pretty happy with the hatchet. I do say I love the gore. You can see, well, eyeballs and hands flying all over the place. Wonder if something happens if I dive this thing all the way, no? I guess it's pretty funny. This religious weirdo has been hovering around in the lobby for nearly 10 minutes. He came with the other guy who was meeting with the boss. If I keep typing, maybe he'll think I'm busy and leave me alone. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Oh well. I guess more handgun ammo and a few stripper clips for the handgun. I would assume that would be health had I lost any. You can flush the toilet. Pretty nice detail. There is no aim down sights, but I mean, you could have figured that out without me. There is a kick function. And good God, that is satisfying. I mean, the most basic weapon, right? The first weapon in the game, and just... oh, it feels powerful, right? Feels like there's a kick to the bullets, and, well, obviously the sound makes it all the more beautiful and impactful. I believe this Mauser pistol was chambered in 9x19. You know, which isn't the most oomph of a bullet you can get, but it still feels like... it feels really good, alright? It feels really, really good. And we found some more ammo, alright. Well, there's the first enemy with a ranged weapon. Explore and keep an eye out for secrets. Usually, you get messages like that. Oh, you can jump on the door, can't you? Yeah, you can. Usually messages like that pop up right before the game has a secret for you to find. And indeed, I have found weapon parts. Which is interesting. Not quite sure what I can do with those. I'm assuming this is, yeah. Got I'll go through there. Right, I also have this lighter, which will inevitably be useful later down the line. For now, though, let's keep going. Can I kick open doors? Of course I can. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, can't break these. Just wanted to try, though. Okay, so there is a setting you can turn on or off depending on your preferences, which occasionally slows down time when you get a headshot or you know, a particularly gruesome kill on an enemy. I think it's really cinematic and I like the way it looks, but should you decide to turn it off, there is that option. Man, the game is tough. I mean, these are the first enemies, but I have to take cover and I don't really expose myself too much against the guys with guns. Oops, sorry, that was a mosquito. The cultists are fine. I thought the barrel would explode, but no. I also thought that barrel would explode, but no. Okay. Bit of health here and there. Okay, yeah, cool. Field Journal number 1. I am Christopher Hallway. I'm a private investigator looking into the disappearance of Caitlin Sullivan at the request of her parents. This is my personal journal. If you found this, something has likely happened to me. Deliver these notes to the authorities. Okay, well, a bit of background there for you. You can also... Ah, now that explodes like a Molotov. Okay. Ooh. An unlit bundle with Z and detonated. Okay, that's useful. I would assume I can also somehow get into there. Maybe via the use of the barrel. Ah, there we go. Feel good's can restore health at any time as long as it is not depleted. Press H to restore health. Okay. And you can charge up attacks with the hatchet, which I just learned. So, I mean, there you go. Not an easy game, but good God, is this satisfying to play, and all these weapons satisfying to use. I'm assuming I've been up here already, yeah. Alright, and then... Oh, there you go. T for the lighter, Z or Z for the bundle of dynamite, and H for health restoration. Right, there does look to be something back here, yeah, and these ones I can actually break. Cool. That is rather gruesome. Is that a... I will say, one thing I have... Visually, I think the game's really interesting, and I like this style of... Ooh, weapon upgrades. If you have weapon parts, they can be applied here. Yes, I would like to upgrade my weapon. Burst fire, shoulder stock, Custom integral magazine allows for increased capacity. More powerful ammunition will deal higher damage. This costs 4 weapon parts, though, and I only have 2. Yeah, let's save it for the thing. The one thing I will say about the graphic style, though, is, well, obviously it isn't for anyone. It is quite atmospheric and retro and all that. I like it, but it does make seeing things at a distance kind of difficult. And I'm not the greatest fan of that. So I think there could have been like a happy medium between this and making the long distance things a little bit more, or rather a little bit less pixely, let's say. Because it's a little bit difficult to see out at distance, and this map in particular is quite open, so yeah. But regardless, see, I'm pretty sure those are enemies, and do you reckon I should have lit the dynamite on fire first before throwing it? Probably, right, and even if I did, it wouldn't have hit anyway, so never mind. Luckily the game is fairly generous with health pickups. Alright, I like that, that's good. I could have shot that thing and just blown them up, I suppose. But I didn't. We do... Oh, dear Lord in heaven. So this weapon has an alt fire with the right mouse button. I'm not sure what it exactly is doing though. That I don't know. Maybe it's something for the future. You can use the weapon wheel, which is, you know, fairly modern-ish, and you do have information on the left side here about ammunition, weapon upgrades, and so on. So you can select like here, and over in the right corner you can see time, secrets, and kills. I will probably not get most of the secrets, but I'm hoping to at least get most of the kills that I can find. Or that I can find, you know what I mean, like that I can, oh, for crying out loud. Okay, climbing these stairs, it's a little bit difficult for some reason. It's pretty fun to just chuck stuff around though, not gonna lie. Alright. Yeah, climbing up these stairs for some reason is a little bit, I don't know, just slow and less responsive, it feels like. Are you really gonna criticize that? No, I'm just observing, alright? Look. Jesus, this is a big open map, isn't it? Let's sprint a little bit. Thankfully, you do move around pretty darn quickly. The game is not afraid to give you some speed, which honestly is my biggest gripe with I want to say most, but it's not most, it's all. It's quite literally all of modern FPS games to date. I think Titanfall did. I mean, even in Titanfall you don't move that quickly, but Titanfall gave you at least a little bit of mobility. But your Battlefields, your Call of Duties, all of that is just... And it's one thing if you're going for a realistic game, but for not so realistic FPS games, the art of letting the player move around and, you know, do stuff with his own two hands and with his own skill, that's kind of been lost to the ages. Oh, that's a shotgun. Oh, that is a shotgun. Oh, I should move, shouldn't I? It's probably a dynamite, yeah. I'm breaking these, hoping against hope that I'll somehow okay, now that I've made it up here, there has to be some secret, right? Hoping against hope that I can find some health, but I guess not. I can use the pack that I found, so I won't die and embarrass myself. Aha! I have discovered a window. I guess I can break this and open it now. Okay, cool. What's that do? Nothing. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. One TNT shotgun. Okay, just a regular double barrel shotgun. I'm curious as to its range. But I suppose I shall find that out eventually. Now, there's probably going to be I need a key for that. Right. Well, at least I guessed correctly that there was something under the water. It's just that I didn't find the key for it. Alright. Okay, I'm liking the shotgun, and very importantly, like, I picked this weapon off of an enemy. It doesn't feel like a different weapon. In a lot of games, you pick up like a pistol off an enemy, and the way you use it and the way the enemy uses it, and there's just a huge disparity between the two, right? It's like the weapon you picked up wasn't the weapon that was shooting at you a minute ago. This, for better or worse, kind of feels similar, right? I mean, up close, this shotgun wielded by an enemy does a ton of damage, and as far as I can see, it doesn't play by different rules when I'm the one handling it. I could have crouched here to do a roll, couldn't I? Forgot about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to back it up a little bit, because do like the Molotov lanterns, though, not gonna lie. I really do. I'm going to throw that up there just in case there was something that wished to do me harm. I love that detail. I don't know if you noticed it, but the reload animation changes whether you've fired one of the two barrels or just, or rather, one shot or both in the double barrel shotgun. I love that. I was actually looking for that specific thing to see whether the animation changes, and it did. That is actually brilliant. Okay, now I have to test it with the pistol. Okay, one left. Ah, well, I suppose it works differently, doesn't it? Because of the... yeah. Never mind. Never mind. And no ammo on the lever action. Could have used that to... Ooh-wee! Okay, there's stuff down there. Okay, if I equip TNT like this, can I... I didn't like the fuse. I feel like there is a way to light the fuse. Which I'm not seeing, but that's fine. You look like you have some form of automatic weapon, and I look rather silly without any ammo left. Did I get him? I actually got him, wow. I actually got him, alright. So right mouse button is light, and left mouse button is throw. Okay, I like that a lot. They are burning. And they are running around screaming. Because they are burning. I do like that a lot. This is a really fun game, not gonna lie. I mean... I'll tell you another benefit of the shotgun, for which I now have a lot of ammo for. Because of the spread, you sort of tend to hit stuff that you weren't expecting to hit, but in a good way. Okay, you gonna shoot or no? Okay, let's see if this would... I don't have any dynamite. I don't have any Molotovs. Damn, I've screwed myself. This would have been a useful situation to have one or the other, but I guess not. That's the spread on the shotgun. You can see fairly decent. I'm assuming the right mouse button on the hatchet is how you throw it. Okay, it's do like that you can dodge, though. Like, especially if you're moving quickly. Let's try and play this a little bit more like Doom, where if you stop, you're dead. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, now that is neat. That is neat. Yeah, aside from, you know, the enemies that are really close up, you can sort of see how if you play the game a little bit differently, with a lot of running and a lot of movement, and with basically always run on, you know, how it changes not only in style of the gameplay, but also how it rewards you for skill. Wow, skill. Don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn. It's been a while since I've played games of this type. I've done a moderately competent campaign in Doom a couple of months ago, and then that's about it. Oh, actually, I don't think I finished that campaign either, so there you go. But well, that is rather neat. The openness of the maps really plays well with the ability to throw around stuff that you pick up, because it allows you to literally to do trick shots. I mean, let's be honest. I haven't played around with kick yet. I don't know how useful that is. Okay, well, in order for it to be useful, Juggernaut, you have to actually hit what you're trying to kick. Okay, don't exactly see why you wouldn't just run off and shoot something or whatever, but alright, fair enough. It is there as an option. Not convinced on the whole kicking thing, but everything else is fine. I am really low on health and I might die here. Okay, that's a good pickup right there. That's a timely pickup is what we call that. I will say about the wheel, which I'm seeing right now, I'm not a fan of its design because of the ammo. I think a much more intuitive design is to put the ammo next to the weapons, or like sort of above the weapon. So if I mouse over the pistol like this, it would tell me, oh, you have, what was it, 0 or 5 or 12 or whatever rounds for it. Shotgun 0, lever action 12. I think that'd be a much more intuitive design, and I would like that a lot more than what we have currently. But all things considered, it is a really minor complaint. That is a shame. Oh, that is good. Man, it feels satisfying when you hit him at like a ridiculously long distance with this thing. All the weapons, really. All the weapons feel extremely, extremely good and fun. That is really nice. I gotta say, the maps are huge as well. I mean, okay, fair enough, it does loop back around on itself a couple of times, but maps are really, really big. And it gets darker and darker, doesn't it? Oh, I guess this is technically a one-handed weapon, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty cool. I absolutely love how the gameplay slows down. Not too much. But it does slow down around these creepy segments. I need a key for this as well. I'm feeling I'm horribly behind on keys. Well, I guess I could get through this. Fair enough. Oh, bear traps and everything. So if you hold Shift and press Control, you do a slide, and I just did that accidentally. Not on purpose, mind you. Okay. 40 barrels today, 50 tomorrow. Do good job, more friends. Oh, you can go through, can you? Okay, come here. No, I know, you're a badass and all that. Come here, and then I will get myself stuck on a bear trap because I'm stupid, basically. Alright, fair enough. That's the game, ladies and gentlemen, and it is, oh boy. I do want to kill that thing there. Come on. Come back here. Do you actually do damage? I'll tell you what, I don't want to find out. And you kind of look like you might explode, so... Okay. Okay. F round and find out, I suppose, eh? And I do not have any more ammo to play around with. That is a shame. Anyways, that was the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments down below. There will be a link to the Steam page where you can pick it up. The game just came out on Steam, and, well, there were people that I think weren't allowed to play it earlier, but as far as you and me are concerned, the game just came out. And it is really, really awesome. I thoroughly recommend it. This is where I'm going to choose to die, and I'm going to let you continue from here and do better than I did. It's really good. It's really, really satisfying. Like I said, the graphics at a long distance are a little bit questionable. The weapon wheel design is, you know, not all there. I think it could be a little bit improved, but good God, the sound and the just atmosphere, the design of the enemies, the maps. I mean, you've seen it, basically. You've seen the enemy variety, you've seen the way the maps are laid out and everything. I love the fact that the environment is so interactable. It's just really, really good. My full recommendations, even though this is just a quick first impressions video, I cannot wait to get into this more, and yeah, it's not a long game, it's not a particularly time-exhausting game, shall we say, or experience. You can get through it relatively quickly, but yeah, it's fantastic. It's great fun, and there's a ton of secrets to discover. Obviously, I found, like, what, 1 or 2? There's a lot more. So, yeah, there you go. Have fun, take care, bye-bye, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe down below, and it really helps the channel out, obviously. If not, give me a dislike, and I would appreciate if you tell me what I did wrong so I can improve and provide better content in the future for the internet at large, I suppose. But, whatever the case may be, until next time, ladies and gents, have fun, take care. That's the most important thing, right? Bye-bye. See ya.